I want my too. I went to Popeyes 2 weeks ago and thought this experience would fit here. It was around 7 p.m. and was wanting some chicken. In my area they only sell those infamous chicken sandwiches from like 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. so I figured it wouldn't be too crazy. I got in line and ordered strips and a drink for myself and same for my wife who was at home. I also ordered a side of jalapenos and a side of fries. And a biscuit for my wife. When I got to the window they did that thing where they tell you your total and hold your soda like a hostage till you hand them payment. I hate when they do that, but I get it because someone ruined it for everyone else. I paid for my food and drink and the guy hands me my drink and then all my food in one bag. I started looking through my bag to confirm and he was like, "It's all there," kinda rudely. I told him I was missing my biscuit. He looked at the screen and finally, almost reluctantly, gave me a biscuit. As he did I told him I wanted extra dipping sauce. He said it was $24 each, almost like, "You won't pay for it." So I was like, "Fine, give me a ranch and a barbecue." He grabs the sauces and I get 50 from my center console. He still doesn't hand me the sauce till I hand him my payment. His arm is pulled back like I'm going to reach and grab it from his hand. I hand him the 2 quarters and he hands me 2 sauces. He says, "Have a good night," as he turns his back to me. That thing drive-through workers do, so you can't ask them for ketchup and napkins and stuff. He was pretty damn adamant about getting payment but turns his back on me. I loudly say, "Hello? You owe me some change." He turned around and opened his drawer and hands me back a quarter and grumbles that he's waiting on change. We are louder. English is my only language, so feel free to correct mistakes. A couple years ago, at New Year's, I was staying with my friend, we will call him Jack, not real name. We were trying to watch a movie before the countdown to New Year's, but the neighbors, they were loud. Their stereos were blasting and shaking the house itself. My friend and I put up with it for 30 minutes and after our patience was lost. Being the 15-year-olds we were, we wanted to be at petty as anything. Jack too had speakers and we turned those up to the max. We found the most loud thing we could think of, Irape USSR national anthem, and blasted it for maybe 20 seconds. Lo and behold, their stereo was off for the rest of the night. As Ki Gon Jin said, "There's always a bigger fish." Edit. Just some clarification, in New Zealand we have noise control, and if enough people complain about the noise then they come to shut off people's music if it is loud enough and after 11 p.m., which it definitely was. This was a part of the town where there were a lot of houses very close together, so in my opinion we were doing a favor for everyone. Want to blast the TV volume in the living room? Enjoy the feeling of burning in hell. I'm at state school and it is my senior year, so I am very much over college and the loudness and childishness involved with it. I am in raw, so I had to live with 2 random people this year. I have my own bedroom and I share living room and bathroom with the 2 girls I live with. One started out very quiet but has proved to be especially annoying. She kept bringing her friends over to drink in our living room and staying up late when I would be trying to sleep on weeknights. I would wake up in the morning regularly to see that she has friends sleeping on our living room floor, and sometimes it would be spooning couples. On top of all of this, she is a person who completely blasts the volume on the TV when she watches it. This bothered me quite a bit, so I had a friendly talk with her and everything seemed fine until she started ignoring me around the living room. Not ignoring me when I spoke to her, but when I would enter the room and stand in front of her to speak to her, she would always act like she was just on her phone and didn't know I was there. She wouldn't acknowledge me. I found this to be annoying because she had been pleasant before. So, my heating in AC is connected to the living room. The moment my heat goes on, it goes on even hotter on the living room side. The windows in the living room only crack but don't swing open, so airflow doesn't even exist. Last week, I came home after a long day and she was loudly talking into her phone on speaker in the living room. I wanted to relax but she kept being so loud. So I opened my window, turned on my fan, and set my heat to 90 degrees. After about 2 minutes, I heard her mention how hot it was. Within seconds after that, I could hear her gasping for air and she moved into the room. When I stepped out there, it was hard to breathe because of how unbelievably hot it was. I ended up turning it off, and eventually she returned and started making noise again. This prompted me to set it to medium, leave my fan on, and go to sleep. When I woke up and went in the living room, it was hellish. Thanks for watching and don't forget to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Have a good one.